Welcome. So if you're serious about getting better at anything, really,
Right.
you eventually hit this wall, right? This conflict between how something feels.
And how it actually is.
Yeah, precisely. Our mission today is, well, we're putting on our analysis hats to dive deep into how artificial intelligence is tackling that exact paradox. We're focusing on high-performance sports.
Specifically golf in this case.
Right, golf. We're digging into the work of Henrik Jentsch. He's a golf expert, a coach, an innovator.
And the creator of that AI Golf Chatbot tool. I've heard about that.
That's the one. This whole deep dive is basically about that moment when elite performers, stop just trusting their gut feeling.
And start trusting the data, the algorithms.
Exactly.
And look, this is super relevant for you listening, even if golf isn't your game at all.
How so?
Well, because what we're really seeing here is a case study in how precise data is becoming, well, democratized. For years, only the top tour pros had this kind of objective biomechanical feedback.
Expensive labs, motion capture suits, the whole 9 yards.
Right. But now that same level of foresight, it's becoming available to pretty much everyone. And honestly, it just blows subjective human feel out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jentsch's work basically shows that if you can measure something down to the millimeter, guessing or even relying on decades of ingrained experience, it's just not the best way anymore. It can even be misleading.
Okay, that sets us up perfectly. Let's dig into that paradox first. Feel versus fact. Jentsch's core observation, he's this veteran coach, really analytical, but he realized even in his own game, his brain was, well, kind of lying to him.
It happens to the best. Muscle memory can mask small errors.
That's what he found. After tons of training, the muscle memory gets so strong that tiny deviations, they just feel completely normal.
Yeah.
He actually said, I might feel something in my swing, but perception doesn't always match reality.
Wow. That's a tough pill to swallow for any high-level athlete, or anyone really. Brutal truth.
It really is.
And, that realization is exactly what pushed Jentsch towards AI. He knew the human eye, even a highly trained coach's eye, well, it has limits, especially with these incredibly fast, complex 3D movements in a golf swing.
Right, it happens too fast.
Way too fast. He figured only AI can reveal the precise movements behind what truly happens. He wasn't just looking for confirmation of what he already thought he knew.
No, he was actively seeking out the uncomfortable truths, the biomechanical facts that were holding him and potentially his students back.
Exactly, seeking objective reality.
And his belief in this tech, it's pretty staggering. He claims AI can fundamentally change how golf is taught. He even says it's 100% the future of coaching.
Whoa, okay, 100%. That is a massive claim. Almost reckless, you might say, coming from a seasoned pro.
It is. We should definitely keep that number in mind.
Yeah, but you can see where he's coming from, right? It flows directly from making this powerful analysis accessible if it was still locked away in some multi-million-dollar university lab.
It'd just be a cool toy for researchers, not a coaching revolution.
Precisely. The real game changer isn't just the AI brain, it's that what used to need those expensive motion capture labs, rooms full of high-end cameras, now you can get that level of analysis with just a standard smartphone camera and the AI Golf Chatbot app.
That's democratization right there,
Yeah.
making elite tools available to everyone. So, okay, how does this system actually work for, say, the average golfer, the weekend player?
It's pretty sophisticated under the hood. The core is this AI-powered vision engine, and crucially, it was trained on a massive data set. Thousands of professional swings.
Okay, so it has a baseline of what optimal looks like.
A very reliable baseline, yeah. So when you film your swing, the AI tracks over 30 specific biomechanical parameters, all at the same time.
30? Like what kind of things?
We're talking deep kinematic chain details, things like pelvic lift, how much your chest rotates, the path your club takes, and that really critical one, release angle.
Okay, hold on. Release angle. So listeners may be not obsessed with swing metrics. Why is that one so crucial, like make or break?
Great question. So the release angle basically determines when and how the club face squares up to the ball and accelerates through impact. Get it wrong too early, too late, angle slightly off.
And the ball goes.
Wherever the club face is pointing at, maybe 100 miles per hour plus. So yeah, it dictates accuracy, distance, everything. It's the difference between fairway and, well, forest.
Got it. So this AI isn't just watching a video. It's identifying these micro movements that are invisible to the naked eye in traditional video. It's more like an X-ray of your swing sequence.
That's a great analogy. An X-ray, it effectively becomes this coach in your pocket.
Always there, ready to give that objective feedback.
Instantly. Millimeter level insight, something no human coach, no matter how good, could possibly replicate consistently just by watching.
Okay, let's make this concrete. Section 3 in the source material, the aha moment. This is where the AI gave Jentsch himself a real shock about his own swing.
Yeah, this is compelling stuff.
So Jentsch, despite all his expertise, he noticed this nagging little issue. Shots kept drifting slightly right, consistently.
Okay.
And his instinct, his feel, was probably telling him to, I don't know, adjust his grip, maybe change his shoulder turn slightly.
Right.
Treat the symptom based on feel.
Right, trying to fix the feeling, not the root mechanical cause. Classic trap.
Exactly. But the AI,
Yeah.
it pinpointed the actual mechanical flaw. And it was tiny, shockingly small.
What did it find?
The system isolated it to his downswing, his pelvis.
Yeah.
It was shifting toward the target just less than an inch, too much.
Less than an inch. Seriously, like 2.5 centimeters.
Yep. Less than the width of a golf tee. That's the error margin we're talking about.
Mind-blowing. And could he feel that happening?
That's the paradox again. He didn't feel that tiny shift when it was happening. It felt normal. But the AI showed him the downstream effect.
Ah, the consequences.
Right. That minimal pelvic overshift, less than an inch, it created excess side bend in his torso. His spine tilted too much.
Which would then mess up the sequence higher up.
Totally. It prevented the proper dynamic release of his hands through impact, blocked it, and that affects club face control, pushes the shot right.
Wow. So a tiny, imperceptible error way down in the hips causes this cascade effect, totally compromising the impact position and the shot direction, all from less than an inch.
It really hammers home the point about objective data.
Absolutely. And think about the practical application. This kind of precise info lets you make targeted adjustments literally minutes before you tee off.
Yeah, you're not spending weeks experimenting in the practice bunker trying different feels.
Yo!
Yeah, bro.
You see the data.
Yeah.
Pelvis shifts 0.8 inches too much laterally. You focus on correcting that specific move. Fix the inch, and potentially the whole kinematic chain realigns.
Jentsch summed it up well. He said, "Clarity about my movements helps me play my best golf because I understand exactly what's happening in my swing."
It's a shift from relying on fuzzy, subjective memory or feel
to relying on objective, data-driven clarity. And that clarity, that accessibility, it really fuels Jentsch's bigger vision, democratizing this pro-level feedback. Which brings us nicely to the tech specs, the quantum leap features that make it possible.
Right. His goal isn't just helping tour pros shave off a fraction of a stroke.
No, it's about getting this objective data into the hands of everyone. Scratch players, sure, but also juniors starting out, seniors trying to maintain their game, weekend golfers.
Yeah.
Without needing that $1 million lab setup.
And to achieve that, the tech couldn't just be a slightly better video analysis. It needed a fundamental upgrade, a quantum leap, as he calls it. There are 3 core features that deliver this.
Okay, what are they?
First, it delivers true 3D analysis with 6 degrees of freedom, often called 6DOF.
6DOF. Okay, break that down. Standard video is just 2D, right? Flat.
Exactly. Standard video captures linear movement side to side, up and down. But 6DOF measures not just that linear position, but also the rotational movements, the twisting, turning, tilting of the body segments in 3D space. It captures inclination angles on all 3 axes.
And that rotational data has got to be critical in a power move like a golf swing.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't just move laterally. It coils and uncoils powerfully.
Absolutely essential. If you miss that rotational component, you miss the core engine of power generation, and also a major source of errors. So 6DOF is key.
Makes sense. What's the number 2?
Number 2 is vital for actually understanding the shot outcome. Club included tracking.
Meaning it doesn't just track the body, it tracks the club too.
Precisely. You can't accurately analyze impact and ball flight without integrating the club's movement, its path, its face angle, its speed directly into the biomechanical analysis. This system tracks the club from takeaway all the way through impact, linking body motion directly to what the club does to the ball.
Okay, body and club together.
Yeah.
Got it. And the third feature?
The third ties back to learning and reinforcement. Instant feedback.
Meaning you don't wait hours or days for the report.
Not even minutes, really. The system gives you the full visual breakdown, all the numbers for those STEMI plus parameters, within seconds of you making the swing and capturing it.
Wow, okay. That immediacy must be huge for learning. You feel the swing, you instantly see the data you connected to.
It's crucial. It allows for immediate trial and error, or rather, trial and correction. You see the data, maybe that pelvic shift number. You consciously try to adjust it on the next swing.
Film it again?
And within seconds, you see if you actually made the change you intended. Did the number improve? Did another number go off? It creates this incredibly tight feedback loop, right there on the practice tee. No guesswork.
Okay, that paints a powerful picture of the tech, which leads us to maybe the biggest question, philosophically anyway. Does this AI replace the human coach?
Yeah, the elephant in the room.
Especially since Jentsch himself said AI is 100% the future of coaching.
Yeah.
Seems like he's voting yes. It feels like a contradiction.
Well, his answer is actually more nuanced than that initial quote might suggest. He argues very strongly that AI does not replace the coach. It empowers the coach.
Empowers how? If the AI finds the 1-inch error and tells you how to fix it, what's left for the coach? Where does that 100% claim fit if the coach is still needed?
It's about roles. The AI Golf Chatbot provides the objective data, the hard facts, the undeniable biomechanical truth of what happened in that swing.
Okay, the diagnosis.
Right, but data alone, especially complex biomechanical data, isn't always useful. It can be overwhelming, clinical, it lacks context, and crucially, the human element.
So the coach's job shifts.
Exactly. The coach is the one who gives that data meaning for that specific player. The coach translates the millimeter measurement or the degree angle into a feeling the player can understand and replicate.
Okay, bridging the gap between the number on the screen and the physical sensation.
Yes. And the coach considers the player's personality, their physical capabilities or limitations, their goals, the course strategy for next week's tournament.
Right, the bigger picture.
And maybe most importantly, the coach provides the encouragement, the motivation, the empathy needed to actually make a change, especially when you're trying to overwrite years of ingrained muscle memory. That takes trust and human connection.
That makes a lot more sense. So the AI handles the what? The objective analysis.
And the human coach handles the so what and the
Yeah.
now what. How to integrate that data effectively and sustainably.
It's a partnership then. The synergy between the tech, providing the data, and the human coach, providing interpretation, context, and motivation.
That's exactly how Jentsch sees it. He calls that synergy the new gold standard in training. The coach evolves, becoming more of a biomechanical data manager and a mental performance guide, armed with objective truth from the AI.
Okay, this has been really illuminating. We started off challenging that whole idea of just trusting your instincts.
Deal versus fact.
And we've ended up seeing a future for performance, certainly in golf, but probably elsewhere too, that's incredibly transparent, widely accessible, and precise down to the millimeter.
Yeah, and Henrik Jentsch offers a really potent final thought that hits home beyond just sports. He says, if you're ready to trust technology and use it with intent, you'll see measurable, meaningful improvement.
Trusting the tech, using it with intent, that's the key shift.
It really is. Moving beyond just relying on gut feel, which can be so deceptive, and embracing data-driven insights, that mental shift might be the hardest part of the whole process.
It often is. Okay, so here's a final thought for you, our listeners, to maybe chew on. If less than an inch of movement, totally invisible to the human eye, can make or break a golf shot worth potentially millions, how many tiny, less than an inch errors are we tolerating right now? Maybe in our work processes, our business strategies, our personal health habits.
Where else are we relying purely on feel or the way we've always done it?
Exactly. Especially when objective microdata tools are becoming more and more available in so many areas of life. Where are our hidden 1-inch errors?
That's a great question to ponder.
Something to think about until next time. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Catch you next time.